Hello, and welcome back to Knights of the Old Republic. Not have my volume all the way up in mine ears while I'm loading here. Oh, I'm loaded in. Oh no. Oh no, live editing. What is this? Here we go. Where am I? Okay, so I just go back and let them know that I killed him.
I saw you come in here, and I rather figured you'd make it all the way to the sarcophagus. Good to see I wasn't wrong.
Shardan, what do you want?
Isn't it obvious? I've been hoping that someone would do the dirty work in retrieving the sword of Ajunta Paul for some time. It's been quite a wait.
You wouldn't have considered, oh, I don't know, getting it yourself?
Typical. Always ready to jump at what they perceive to be the easier path.
Now that you have it, I just thought I'd relieve you of it. It must be quite a burden after all.
I think I'll manage with it just fine. Kind of you to offer, though.
Oh, but I insist. I'm not about to let a chance to impress Master Uthar pass me by. I may like you well enough, but being a Sith is all about taking chances when the moment is right. So make it easier on both of us. Hand over the sword.
What are you going to give me for it?
This isn't a negotiation. As much as I dislike ultimatums, I'm afraid I must stoop. Hand over the sword or die.
Let me get it out.
Fine. No tricks, though. I'm watching you.
Vibroblade? I feel like it's... Give him the silver lined. I think it's the... Vibroblade.
See? I knew you and I could work this out. I imagine I'll be rewarded well for this. You'll do fine, I'm sure. Another time.
I know the Vibroblade's wrong. Like... Oh, okay, silver lined sword was also wrong. I thought it was, but I thought I'd be safe and go with the one that I knew for sure was wrong, which was the Vibroblade. Okay, so now I remember where I was last time. Trying to hit back to get to the map faster. Okay, so I've been to all of them. So I'll head back. Oh, that reminds me. Where's that? Just thought I'd grab. Oop, that's a short cord. A surprise lightsaber. Because why not? You know, green lightsaber and all. Doesn't have sound effects. Combat ready Shoto, but you know, don't really have much chance to do lightsaber combat. So it's just a cool prop. Expensive and cool prop. Oh, I can turn the game volume up. This game's a lot quieter than Super Meat Boy. There we go. Some of that audio in the background there. Academy. So we're getting into territories of this game that I've only been in 2 or 3 times maybe. So might not quite know what I'm doing for a while here. Go straight then. Sorry. Oh, it's Chardin.
Ah, what is this you bring me, Chardin?
It is none other than the sword of Ajunta Paul, Master.
Fool. All the trouble you went through for your deception, and you did not even make an effort to verify the sword's authenticity.
Master, but what do you mean?
There is no place for fools amongst the Sith. Begone.
Oh. Well, I didn't do it. Jeez.
Do not forget our agreement regarding Euthura's treachery. We shall put her in her place. Should you reach the final test, that is.
I've dealt with those renegade students.
Ah, the ones I ordered executed for their mutiny. It's done then?
Done. They are gone.
Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Chirac ate them. It is just as good, I suppose. The lesson is learned, I believe. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
I have the sword of Ajunta Paul.
Ah, finally, the genuine sword. I knew that this relic would be unearthed in time. I can feel the power flowing through it.
We should have kept that. It could have made a...
Quiet, remember where we are.
Well done. You have impressed me greatly. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Ooh, the victor goes. I dealt with the rogue droid in the tomb.
Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after you left and found the parts. Well done. I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential nuisance. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite completely. You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the tomb of Nagasado, in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force serve you well.
Okay. Except the mask. It's dark side equipment anyway, so I can't use it. Master Uthar has been impressed enough to declare you worthy of taking the final test at the tomb of Nagasado, giving you 1 night to rest up and prepare. When you are ready, return to him and he will be in the tomb. I'm not wearing anything different in this. The vector go foiled. That's good. Oh yes, I do. I'm not going to place this stuff on his bed. Better get in his foot locker.
No problem. Got it.
Fifth mass. This mask blocks outside mental influence and other sensory noise, allowing the user to focus their distraction. Bonus feat, weapon focused lightsaber. No requirements other than heavy weapon training, heavy armor training. Apparently I have heavy armor training. That's closer to the real thing. I keep wanting to go north, but I know that's Starwing.
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb of Nagasado. Your final test should not be delayed.
I am ready to go.
Then we go now.
Oh, lightsabers! No! That's alright, I have force powers I should. And I'll be good. Day passes in preparation. Uthar then takes you and Uthara to the Sith tomb. Your companions are not permitted to join you.
Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
Is that a tone of mischief in your voice, dear Uthura? You should know by now that no scheme is certain.
As should you, my master. But I was only agreeing with you. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes. Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Nagasado, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malak and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin?
Find the star map, return with lightsaber. I understand.
Good. Uthura and I will await your return.
Oh, this song silent. Storm must not be close enough. Target. Brightness looks fine there. It must be this TV. Yeah, it was the TV. Guess it doesn't hurt to grab Master Valor. Arrows go left. Oh boy, here we go. First puzzle. Next door crystal. What's that? Energy levels of 4 systems. The controls show that these systems can be transferred to other pillars. Caution, some of the systems are very delicate and improper transfer of power can cause an electrical overload. In order to unseal the chamber, all of the following 4 systems must be transferred to the right pillar. Top may be transferred to any pillar without fear of overload. Hold on here. And of course I have paper, I just need a pencil. So I have my notes from Saturday here. That's not my notes for D&D. So I don't confuse myself later. Okay. Up. Save. Anywhere. Alright. Your system may only transmit to another pillar. Only active system on that pillar, or is the last one? Yeah. Mid upper. Mid upper. Mid lower. bottom, base. Only one. Okay. That pillar, or it is the last one listed. Okay. Or left. Okay. Left pillar, base, mid, lower, mid, upper, top. Okay, so base is not the last one listed. So I'm going to put the top the middle. Base, mid, lower, mid, upper. So I'm going to put from the left pillar to the right pillar. Okay. Base, mid, lower. Middle pillar to the right pillar. Okay. Left pillar, the middle pillar. Left pillar, middle pillar. Think. Oh. Hold on, okay. The last. Oh, I see, okay. Left pillar, the middle pillar, right pillar to the left pillar, right pillar, middle pillar, left pillar, to the middle pillar, pillar, the right pillar. Okay. Middle pillar to the right pillar, middle pillar, left pillar, right pillar, the left pillar, middle pillar to the right pillar, left pillar to the middle pillar, left pillar to the right pillar, middle pillar to the right pillar. All power has been successfully transferred to the right hand pillar. The room has been unsealed. I want master speed, then valor, canceled speed. Okay. Go, but not that one, that one. Monument to Nagasero. Poison blade, okay. If I'm not mistaken, I need all of the blades as well. The ice blade and the fire blade. gonna go straight this time. I think going left there is where I'm supposed to go. Guess I'll find out here. Could read the data pad. What do we got? Probably a combat. Yep. Couple of them. Should be fine. Move. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to be attacking them. Be nice if my force regenerated while I was in battle. I have life support packs. Okay, it does regenerate. It just regenerates so slowly that it's not even worth waiting for it. Okay, poison. Fearless turn. Lari. Oh, Lari. That sounds clever. Must unlock the door. Okay, I wasn't poisoned at least. Pillar of fire, there we go. Or I was poisoned. Should get rid of the poisoning as well. Pillar of ice. A tome of fire and ice. Go south when I get back. Okay, now I'm fully healed. Probably wait for my force to get somewhere. There'll be talking before combat. It regenerates during cutscene. The ice grenade here. Start. Use the fire grenade, you just get super poisoned. You can walk across after it, but I think. Or do you have to use both? I don't remember. Is there anything in here besides the statue? Or the star map first? Last piece of the puzzle I need. There it is, hyperspace route. And there is the planet. That orbiting the planet with the circles around it is the Star Forge. Why do I need to slingshot around the planet? Whatever. It lights it. Out.
So, you return to us with the lightsaber in hand, as I knew you would.
The Force has served you well.
You took a great risk in acquiring the artifact. You used your mind and your power. No peaceful meditation, no pacifism. Sometimes you must fight in order to achieve. This gives you your passion. This makes you stronger. This is what makes you superior. That is the lesson we teach with that part of the final test. Do you understand?
Sith are not the only ones who fight and take risks.
True, but most would say they fight only when they must, or not at all. We are the ones who know that struggle is what makes us superior.
I don't believe you. I don't feel superior to anyone.
If you came to the Academy, you must have felt the stirrings within you that cry out for the freedom of the dark side, that cry out for release. I can only show you the path that will lead to power and superiority. You have followed it this far. You must decide if you are capable of continuing.
Are you saying a Jedi couldn't have gotten the lightsaber?
When a Jedi acts, it is with skill, true. But the Jedi teach you that your passions are counterproductive, that strength is only found in peace. Did you not feel a moment of excitement in the tomb? Did your passions not flow and make you feel stronger and more alive? What purpose would be served by restricting yourself from such? I would say only the purpose of the Jedi. Through this, they would control you and restrict your potential.
I wouldn't say I exerted myself getting this.
Perhaps not to someone of your natural strength. The point is in the recognition of the nature of the act, rather than its sheer difficulty.
I think I understand. You're an idiot.
Good. The last part of your test will now commence. Here, you will learn the lesson of competition. All life must compete in order to flourish. Such is the natural way of the universe. To stand still is to know death. One must always be moving forward. So it is the same amongst the Sith. Compete or die. Mercy is irrelevant. So it behooves you in this final test to strike down one you are familiar with, for no other reason than to prove you are superior and without mercy. Normally, this would be against another student. You, however, get a special treat. You will fight Uthora here, my own apprentice.
You talk too much, old fool.
So, you know, do you? Well, it makes no difference. You have become too ambitious, Uthora. It is time for you to die.
No, it is time for you to die, Master. My pupil stands with me.
Sadly, Uthora, it is you who are mistaken. Your pupil is more ambitious than you realize. Isn't that so, young one?
Tired of playing along with you Sith scum. You both die.
You are indeed a fool if you think to oppose us both, young one.
To think that I actually hoped you could be of use to me.
This makes no sense. You will never become a Sith if you turn on us both. What could you hope to accomplish?
I would never become a Sith. Aim for the star map.
Betrayed. He is a spy.
Do not fret, my dear. All will be as it was quickly enough.
You will pay for this, fool. We will destroy you.
Speed, valor, resistance. Resistance. Add that on. All the buffs. You're like Lucero. Or Luthor. Michael's watching. He'll know what I'm talking about. Senegar Warsuit. Domination interface. Yeah, the important things. Back to the academy. Let's heal up in case people start attacking me. Really close to full health, so let's just... okay. Northward and outward. The Valley of the Dark Lords. Okay, I've already looked through all this stuff. I guess no one's the wiser. Makes sense, nobody else was in the tomb with me. So if they had much force powers, they would have sensed the death of two powerful Sith. So, yeah. Not that they were all that difficult to beat once I had all of my stat buffs. Buffs in general. The other apprentices?
You there! How is it that you're leaving Nagasadow's tomb by yourself? You went in for your final test, didn't you? Where is Master Uthar?
Uthar is dead. I killed him.
What? You? But you aren't even a Sith yet. Surely you jest.
I'm not a Sith at all, actually. I move aside.
It's a spy! Quick, to arms!
But if the spy was able to kill Master Uthar...
Don't be such a coward! Kill the traitor! Do it now!
Right now. I mean, there are three of them, so I guess there's a chance. They stand a better chance. But once you get all those stat buffs, including speed up upgrade, the speed upgrade stays longer than I thought. It just ended. No remains on them. One heal just to be safe. From Masters actually worked. Just renew all the things I can. That's all I needed to grab. Okay. Come on, there we go. Okay, the rest of my party's here. I was like, what, is there infighting? What is this? With an attack.
Yes?
Probably would be better if he wasn't off by himself. Oh well. Could have sworn my force was depleted. I mean, I'll take it. For some reason I was thinking of Joris Gabon. Definitely not in any of the games. Or in canon anymore. I almost called Jolie Doris.
Not this again!
Ready?
Yes?
What?
Okay. Oh. I thought it was bigger for some reason. Probably because it's bigger sideways. Lost a random item. Probably the amulet. Alright, dress day. I want to say dressade, but that's something else. Just walking along, singing a song. Gotta get out of here now, yeah. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Greetings, human. A word, if I may. Since the Dark Lord of the Sith. You mean Malik? No, human. I mean the true Lord of the Sith. I am speaking of Darth Revan. Of you. I'm not Revan anymore. You are what you are, human. Do not deny that you were once the Lord of the Sith. You cannot deny that you wish to defeat Malik. Who are you? Listen to me. All will be made clear. My name is Diagram. I am a businessman. I and my partner deal in rare items of extraordinary value and power. You're with the exchange. No, we are not. We are independent operators, though often our transactions involve those who represent the exchange. Traditionally, we've always done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk, David King, most recently. Ahita Uthar before him, Ori Hoxa before her, but we were reluctant to approach you. You have no ties to the exchange, which was a problem. Even worse, you were a Jedi, not the sort of person we normally associate with. Why are you approaching now? There are reports of the Ebon Hawk traveling to many different planets. We wanted to know what you were up to. In your last port, I placed a small tracking device on your ship. Tracking device reported back to us that you had been captured by the Leviathan. Once we had that information, we began digging into our sources with the Fifth Fleet. Go on. Your escapades on the Leviathan created quite a stir in the Sith Fleet. Of course, Malik tried to suppress the truth about your identity. There were more than a few summary executions. But even if security footage is destroyed and witnesses silenced, some bits of information always slip through. Put enough credits together the tiny pieces, and the puzzle becomes clear. We know what happened on the Leviathan. At least, we know enough. You are Darth Revan, and you are going to kill Malik for daring to claim dominion over the Sith. You're wrong. Not in this for revenge. Maybe, maybe not. But whatever your motivation may be, you do intend to stop Malik and his followers. Of that we are sure, and we want to help. My partner and I deal in very rare and powerful items, weapons, armor, things you could use in your battles against Malik and the Sith. And you're going to just give them to me? I don't carry these items with me, of course. They're with my partner, but they're yours if you've got the credits to buy them. We do want to make a profit on this, after all. Go to the cantina here in Dress Day. There's a Rugian there named Doran. Tell Mika that Diagram sent you to look at the premium items. We'll go check it out. Mika already knows to expect you. Like I said, just tell him once to look at the premium items. I guess my work here is done. Goodbye, Revan. And once Malik is beaten, don't forget who helped you to victory. Alright. Because I said that I'm not Revan anymore. Huh? Way down. Might as well take a look-see. Doubt I'm gonna buy anything from her. No, I never went and bought... Oh well. There was armor back like at the beginning of the game, but it's gone now. Back near the beginning of the game. Medium sentient, you're the owner of the Evan Hawk, yeah, Sword Slayer, so I'm honored to meet you. I am Mika Doran, manager of this establishment. Something you are needing, sentient? The owner of the Ebon Hawk is always welcome in Dress Day. Diagram says you sell special items? Yes, to the right buyer. Traditionally, the owner of the Ebon Hawk has been the contact for all my transactions, but in the past, the owner was always affiliated with the exchange. That was why Diagram did not approach you earlier. He had no idea who you were, or who wanted to do business with me. Of course, that has all changed now, Lord Revan. I am not Revan anymore. No, Diagram's information is never wrong. Are you saying that you don't want to want revenge on your former apprentice? Or are you saying you don't plan to kill Malik? I'll stop him, but not for revenge. Since your reasons matter little to me or my partner, but we do believe in your power. We believe you will bring Malik down. We want to help you in our own small fashion. What kinds of things do you have for sale? Let's get right to business. I carry only the rarest of items. Expensive, yes, but worth every credit. Weapons, armor, equipment, a little of everything. Previous owners of Ebon Hawk would often resell the items they purchased, but in your case I imagine you might find more than a few of them quite useful against your old apprentice. Let me see your premium items. Yes, of course, I'm sure you'll find my selection to be very interesting. Interesting. Oh, a Pazak card. Yes. Pazak card. Goodbye. I think, let me double check some armor here. Yeah, bye.
Yes?
Maybe in a different playthrough where I missed items. But not in this playthrough. It's not worth anything more in this playthrough. Nope. Alright, now we're leaving. I think. I thought. What now?
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking...
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin? Davin Coatress?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
Care to introduce your friend, Jolie?
What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why? What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
We could check into it when we're on Manon next.
I'd appreciate that. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Alright, to Manon. I wasn't going to go to Manon, but we're going to Manon. Tying up some loose ends before we end the game, apparently. Never done that storyline, so... I guess why not? It's Ordo of Clan Ordo. Phenomenon. That froze. It wasn't just on the recording, it froze on the TV. Meow, meow, meow. Show. I know it has its own sound effects, I don't care. Ah, Manon. The Selkath. One of my favorite races. If the voices weren't so grating. Okay. Basically blinders. Force you the Force, kind of like that scene in Star Wars. Blast shield's down, I can't see anything. Okay, no. Where am I going? The long way, that's where I'm going. Okay, that's the long way. Yes, I'm sure. Even though he has joined your group, Jolie remains a somewhat mysterious character. Maybe you should speak to him about why he chose to come with you. Speak to Jolie.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Never did actually say why he decided to come.
No, I never did I?
Are you always going to be this elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Look plenty happy there to me.
You live in an overgrown stump with a tax beating down your door, and you tell me how happy you would be. I was pleased just to have visitors. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
I guess not.
There. Now, was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
What interest do you have in my future?
Interest? Well, I certainly don't have a vested interest. Call it more idle curiosity. Your destiny is rather unclear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
No? Tell me more of what you see.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can be all bad.
Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
So you're along as some kind of observer?
Nonsense. Have I ever refused to help you when you asked? How confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo! Got something on your mind, do you?
Tell me about Sundry. How do you know him?
What? You think because I'm a hermit I've always been a hermit? Just because I haven't seen Sunray for 20 years doesn't mean he's not a friend. A man could have changed a lot in that span of time, though. But to become a murderer, I can't see it. That's not the Sunray I know. He was a good man. Put me up in his home for a year back after I left the Order. War hero, too. Or so I hear. I wouldn't mind helping the fellow if we can. I owe it to him. Or you can be a young monkey lizard and ignore me, I guess. Well, I don't expect much these days.
Monkey lizard? Basa. Greetings, forgive me if this seems an odd question, off-worlder, but might you have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. I have some Gizka if you're interested. Gizka, speak of the small bipedal amphibians with an overly high reproductive rate, correct? Oh no, I am afraid I cannot take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. You are in possession of such creatures? I hope you keep them separated. If not, then you have my condolences. Actually, I would really like to get rid of these creatures. I'm sure you would. They are practically a nuisance. I have no need of them, however, as I stated. Is there no way I can convince you to take them off my hands? I do not think so, no. They have proven to be far too much trouble in the past. How about if I paid you 100 credits as well? Would that help? I suppose it would. I'm not looking forward to the trouble this will cause. It will help you out. I will do what I can. I shall send some people by your vessel shortly. Remove the Gizka. Good day to you, off-worlder. Oh, I got rid of the Gizka. We managed to convince the Selkath on Manon to take the Kiska off your hands, so it was not easy. Hopefully the Selkath take all of the little beasts. I'll check later. Just get down to the jail cells, I guess? I don't think I remember which side was the jail cells. Maybe I can talk to the official. Has to say. Court authority. Court official. Welcome to Manon. There will be a docking fee of 500 credits to access the city at this time. 500 credits? It used to be 100. You have been deemed disruptive to outer city trade. If you wish to enter, you must pay our fees. Very well. Here's the docking fee. Takes you off-worlder. Visitor. It's about to city. You're now up to you. As long as you don't planet. If you do, you will have to pay the docking fee once more. Okay. Not why I was talking to him, but it's good to talk to him. I think it's left. If I'm wrong, I will find out. East Central. Now I can go. People are too far away sometimes. Visitors Hotel. That's where I need to go. Well, I mean, I'm gonna try to figure things out here.
Hey, Tyberg, how's it going?
This continues to be followed the beauty of the quarter world, but otherwise I ain't keeping well.
Ah, glad to hear it. Hey, this stuff's all for the Republic embassies, so can you just bill it to them?
Of course, good soldier. I trust the Republic to pay its bills completely. The soldiers probably don't like me. I wonder why they wouldn't go. See if I can skip some of this.
Sorry, buddy, but the hotel is closed. Ever since the murder, the Selkath have made me keep this place locked up tight. Only the Selkath authorities, and those authorized by them, are allowed in.
I'll be going then.
Yeah, maybe you can find someplace else to stay.
Like, on my ship. Not as comfortable, of course, but better than nothing. Okay, in that case. By going to the East Courtyard. Or backtracking. Might give me something more specific, or it might just say courtyard. It says east. Go the other way. I never went back through that door. Because I got the one-way ticket to the jail. Freeze. Camera a little slow. Yeah, but my seat bad. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know, maybe it's just in the preview screen. Maybe the recording is not as bad. Eh, my cam's not that important. The gameplay looks fine. Also never had to go back this way because I got escorted out. So then. Wish my right ear bud would. I don't know, my right ear canal seems slightly different size than my left. So the earbud that works right for the left side isn't so good for the right side. Kind of annoying. Ah, there's the holding cell. And everywhere else
Julie,
first.
It is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Elora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Elora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Only the arbiters are permitted in prison cells, human. I'll be going now. I left some stuff in there when I was in there before. Can I go get it? I'm sure that would work. Right? Right? Well, we are not free to discuss the incident. I remember your involvement in it quite well. What is it you wish to bring to my attention? I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manon legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. This arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
I suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize the defense of your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving the hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Lasahuros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in the Office City prison facilities due to his crippled status. He is being kept in a solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of the appointment. A lawsuit was found dead of a blaster wound with an intimidating Republic medal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. Any questions, Sunry, or the witnesses? The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in this case. Since this is also your first case and you are an off-roller, I feel compelled to add good luck as my final decision. Talk to the judges first. If you have been the arbiter, I shall answer questions at the end. Is there anything suspicious about this case? I have often wondered if Sunry were so innocent. Why was he seen fleeing the scene of the crime? Why would he have been running if he had not committed the crime himself, or is he aware of what had occurred? This case seems fairly simple and obvious to me. Your Republic types stick together, however, and I assume you will go to lengths.
The Republic believes in justice, as do you. We just want Sunry to be fairly treated, that's all.
What else do you want to ask? What do you think of Sunry? Sunry is a former Republic officer who is highly regarded by your people, admired by your people here on Manon, and even maintains some sort of relations with them still. He is as capable as some of the Republic citizens still believe him to be. He is certainly capable of actions that would result in this murder. What do you think of the Republic and the Sith Empire? Both empires are at fault for this great conflict, the Republic in the past for laying the foundations upon which the Sith Empire grew, and the Sith now, obviously, for starting the war. But no matter the wrongs that had been done in the past, the Sith now have no cause for renewed hostilities. It almost seems that they just want to conquer everything. I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Fortunately for them, and perhaps for us, they do not seem to be doing too good a job of it. Is there anything else? I have no more questions for now. I think I'm going to stop reading those out loud.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor? Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elassa's hand. So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change. You said it, not I.
They say everyone on Manon is equal, but it seems the Republic is a little more equal than the Sith. Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh!
Why can't the Selkath see what the Sith are really like? They should ban them all from this planet.
Okay. The holding cell to question the dude. Also, reunion between him and Jolie. Talk to Laura after I talk to Jolie. Become a going to please arbiter. Jolie will be unlocked. If you wish to begin the trial, you must make the request to the coordinator and shall then pass on to the judges. Okay, well, I'm not going to yet.
Jolie, what are you doing here? Laura sent me, Summary. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Selkath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
Well, let's go over it then.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
I need to investigate the case some more. Any ideas where I should look?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Yeah, I think I actually have done. There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Judges said that you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
I'll be going now.
Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Okay. Oh, I'll talk to Laura real quick.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Can you tell me anything about Sundry?
Sunry is... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered this Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman.
Are you saying someone your age can overpower a woman?
I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic.
Don't worry, Alora. I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Right, now let's move on. Go around to the hotel area. Gonna keep that out of my ear for a little. Hotel's across the way. Wait, that's definitely not this game.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too.
Well, tell me what you saw.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
I want to ask something else.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
There's no more questions.
Alasa used to...
No,
he doesn't take a... The Sith woman. He can't run good. Yeah, I'm pretty damn No, I don't think so. I mean...
No,
what do you want to know? Well, okay.
No, that's fine. That's not actually a door. Okay, here we go. Glupor. You here with Selkath? You have any questions? Glupor already said everything he knows. I have questions about the murder. Glupor told everything to Selkath. You not know. Glupor have no reasons not to say. Glupor told everything about murder, everything about Sith Lady's room. Well, why were you at the hotel? Glupor staying at Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at. Glupor stays for weeks. Have enough to stay here a few days. Glupor's chance looked better for a while. Well, what did you see? Glupor not see murder. Oh no, Glupor did see Republic guy, the cripple. Sunry his name. Glupor thinks. Glupor sees Sunry running away from the scene of crime. Nothing else at all, especially not in Sith Lady's room. What about her room? Glupor just curious to see what had happened. Glupor have no reason to go into room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor? You know someone paid Glupor. Well, Sith man came up to Glupor after murder before Selkath arrived. He gave Glupor good money if Glupor put metal into Sith's hand. Glupor good, Glupor plant evidence and leave no trace, but Glupor not recognized Sith man anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so no bother to tell them. Well, that and the Sith man say he killed Glupor. Glupor speaks up. Oh no. Glupor think he can't talk more right now. Glupor feels the need to lie down. Maybe just stay here. Okay.
No problem. Got it.
Footlocker. Okay, I thought maybe there was evidence. No evidence. Firith Me.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Alasa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith master?
Well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you...
Maybe if I tossed in 100 credits?
100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you.
Okay.
Thanks.
What did you see?
I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elas's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Sunry kept the rest of the building. Yes, she rented a room every week or so. Coincidentally, it was right about the same time that Sunry would show up. They didn't seem all that discreet either. I'm not saying anything like... And there isn't any rule... Oh. 100 credits. Thanks. Yes.
If Mr. Nino does open the matter of 30 claims, we saw nothing, and that's all you're going to get out of him. Or for some reason. Okay. Go back to talk to Sunry. Hold on. Hold on. How about 200 credits? The option was going to happen.
Yes?
What?
Is there anything? No.
You again. Sunry kept the rest of the... I'm not saying anything like... And there isn't any rule... Oh. Thanks. Yes, well,
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Elasa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes? Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Thank you, Mr. White Current, before White Current was a thing. Oh, right, Republic. They'll let me in. Sith Embassy, not so much, but the Republic, definitely. Vice Republic System. Access restricted data archives. Now, as she walks further into the room, he softly closes the door, pulls a blaster, and shoots her in the back. Must be some sort of secret recording of Sunry and murdering Elasa. However, you have found a data recording that clearly shows Sunry killing the Sith woman Elasa. Can you roll partially knowing that your client is going to be trying? See if I can get into the Sith Embassy. Okay. Doubt they're gonna let me just walk in, but I'll try. Also, they don't have much of a force here. They could have renewed it. I have been other worlds and I've been here for the main story. I don't have anything to drink in here, do I? No, I don't. Okay, well. No, I don't need bracing or anything. Oh, I can just walk right in. Interesting. Basically, I have not done anything to put more people in the base. Be able to find a computer terminal fairly easy. Know where to look. Aha! Slice. Nope. Okay. This here on the left. Perhaps through here? Can I open this before? Must have. Okay, there's nothing in here. Pretty good at checking footlockers. I'll just assume I've been to the other ones. Try going into the area by droid. If there's a section of the map I haven't been to there. Could be what I'm looking for. It could also just be a wild goose chase and I need to talk to some people rather than some computer terminal or other. Right here. Repair, I mean. Well. Huh. Sure. Oh, hold on. Yeah, but I'll just have to talk to someone. Just gonna fast travel back to the Ebon Hawk, but you can't do that from the Sith base. Go figure. Surprise! Big surprise! No, wrong area. Go around, go around, go around. There we go. What about the secondary entrance? Check the secondary entrance. I don't remember where this goes.
No problem. Didn't work.
No, can't go back that way, okay. Talk to the droid out front, I guess.
This entrance to the Sith Embassy has been closed temporarily due to a maintenance failure. The main entrance to the embassy will reopen when the problem has been fixed.
How can I get inside now?
The secondary external entrance is reserved for Sith personnel only and is not to be used by visitors. Those with legitimate business with the Sith should return when the repairs have been completed. This entrance to... What? How did you... Those with legitimate business...
What? How did you know it'd been attacked? This unit knows nothing about that. Welcome, human. While I'm not one to condone violence, I find it extremely pleasing that someone has finally stood up to the Sith and dealt with them in their own embassy. I doubt they will be driven from the planet, but any harm they suffer brings me joy, so what can I do for you on this joyous day? I'd like to ask you some questions. Via low information. That I am too exhausted to... I'm investigating the Sunry case. Nothing of this trial, though I find the facts hard to accept. Sunry was a thorn here of the Republic, hardly the type to not be surprised to learn the Sith have framed the poor man in an effort to embarrass the Republic. The Sith have no conscience in such matters. Okay. Just talk to everyone, I guess. You have a limited amount of time. Yeah, but not really. Anyone who has a name, I should be able to talk to about it.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic. I have no desire to speak.
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me.
I'm not a recruiter.
And why are you bothering me? I'm here on Manan to find...
Alright, fine. Maybe someone here has something to talk about that. For some reason I thought somewhere else was registration. Back. Being human, have you come to watch the swoop races? I find they are currently to relieve stress, and in my business, I need all the stress relief. Yeah. Who are you? It's security. And insulting and berating me make it even more difficult. You're wearing a Sith uniform. Are you with the Sith? No, not really. I just wear this uniform to respect people are less likely to give me trouble if they think that might be with the Sith. Don't you think the Sith might take exception to that? Maybe, I guess. The Sith here on Manon aren't about to do anything to get them in trouble, not if it means getting sanctions against their fault. They don't actually say I'm with the Sith. That's fine, so you psychological edge. I need the correct security advisor. Yeah, it would be very stressful. Galaxy's cultural elite, they're like spoiled children, throwing tantrums whenever they don't get their way. Itharic is the worst of them all. Idiot back. Would be so stupid that my job is easy, but I'd like to see where you be without me. I'm sorry for that, Alfred. I came here to relax, but just talking about work is making me tense. So allow me to wish you a civil good day. Get back to watching.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Agency of Rolder Inspector will be. Help me with information. The first building phase is Spectre, and there's one other casualties there. Not interested in this. Goodbye. Okay. Hello there. Are you looking to book this for correction? No thanks. Beetle? Hello there, you probably want to talk to the professional racers there in the race. Don't usually associate with amateur racers like me, I'll probably be giving up soon. I'd like to ask a few questions. Okay, so nothing here has anything to do with stuff. I'm investigating. And I'm gonna go get something to drink. My throat is dry. I've been doing this for a little bit. So I'm not gonna end the recording. Pause, basically. Surprise lightsaber. Okay. I just wanted to do that before I opened my soda. Oh, that was loud on my mic. Ah, cream soda. And the mic did not pick any of that up. I needed to change my cord position there.
What do you want, Rail Rat? I don't have the time or desire to bother speaking with wandering idiots. Go join the other transients in the swoop race area. At least you'll all be contained.
Could I ask you a few questions?
I will get tired of your voice in short order, so make it quick. Grow some gills and...
I don't like how hostile you are.
Hostile? I would consider this the height of calm for dealing with insects like yourself. If I were hostile, you'd be dead.
Pity we can't test the theory now.
Yes, Manon is a very unsatisfying world for settling disagreements. The Selkath are very insistent that even words are not used as weapons. Since we both refuse to initiate a violent event, you'll have to accept my contempt-filled dismissal and hope we do not meet again.
What do we have here? A lost off-world... I hate the... I'm no guide. Of course you do.
Alright, well... Group of Sith over here.
Back off, Republics! Back off, Republics! Out of my way! Unless you want to feel the wrath of the Sith.
Your words are all sound and fury, signifying nothing.
You dare mock me? If it wasn't for the Selkath laws, I'd teach you proper respect. Out of my way! Unless... The wrath of the Sith is a terrible thing. Out of my way! Are you threatening me? It's illegal to try to start a fight in Atto City.
The Sith and I are exchanging meaningless taunts. Constable. What are you going to do? Here you are. Okay. If it weren't for the laws, I'd kill you. Well, I would rip you asunder. Oh, well now you're in trouble because you said rip to Sunday. Yeah, I was trying to just hit the one button. Go talk to Tivark. Seems the merchants all dislike this.
You Republic sicken me. Malak will show you. What's this? Another Republic lackey wandering the streets? Don't worry, the Sith will destroy you along with all the rest who don't bow down before Malak.
I have no wish to trade childish taunts and empty words with you.
I have nothing more to say to you.
Hi, Tivark. I gotta stock up. They might be sending me to the front to battle the Sith.
Help you win your glory by smashing their fleet and return without injury. You heard the news? They say the Sith slaughtered the secret outpost on Bantam. Vile and cowardly sneak attack. Yet despite this monstrous act, the Selkath authorities insist on maintaining their neutrality. The Sith walk amongst us like vermin in the streets of Atos. But my feelings about the Sith are well known around Atos. I shall spare you for their outbursts. What may I do for you? That's it? Okay. I don't think I can get much more information on the case after video evidence. I'll have to talk to him about that. Cream soda. Hook.
These Selkath don't know what they're gonna miss when the Sith Empire
We've got all the proper KotOR trading permits, so back off.
No, this is the actually KotOR human, especially not really. Okay. Probably because I broke the piece. Hey, wait if I broke the piece.
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit.
Was Sunry having an affair?
What? Don't insult us both. Sunry is a just and
Now, Elora. We're not here to pass judgment, my dear. We do need to know everything if we're here to help, yes?
Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood.
Your husband might not be so innocent.
This is all a plot to discredit the Republic. Sunry is a victim of a Sith frame-up.
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on Kashyyyk. A man can change a lot in that time.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
Well, I'm going to show him this video evidence and see what he has to say in his defense.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these 4 bare walls.
There's more than 4.
But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken lightly.
There's a few things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
Were you having an affair?
No, what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it, but found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove that I wasn't the killer. Go ahead, ask.
There was a Rhodian who planted evidence at the murder scene.
A Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who was hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask.
I know you're guilty, Sunri. I've got the Republic's data recorded.
So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. They found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it.
But the Sith found out the truth, didn't they?
The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence. So they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body, I knew the Sith had put it there. So, now you know the whole story. What are you going to do?
I don't know.
You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunri, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye.
Killing your lover while she sleeps is murder, even if she's a Sith. Or insert anything else there.
If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KotOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KotOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines?
These are just excuses, Sunri. We both know you have to own up to your crimes.
No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of KotOR in danger. No, I won't. Now look, I may have done something stupid. And it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KotOR export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunri, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jolie. I know what I did. But I also know what's at stake here. No. I'll rot in here if I have to. But I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to. But know what the consequences will be. No.
Okay. So you're the arbiter in the Sunry lost and murder case then. I hope you are as impartial as the office is traditionally supposed to be. The outworlders have a tendency to ignore the rule of the law in favor of some other, rather irrational causes. What is it that I can do for you now? What do you know about the murder, I guess? Sunry is from the Republic of Lost. They kill each other all the time. What more is there? Oh, the rest of the details that is for the judges of our courts to decide. I want to begin the trial now. Once the trial has begun, cannot be stopped and restricted in the case can never be reopened. You must be certain your investigations are complete before you request a trial. The arbiter, are you certain you wish to begin the trial now? Yes. Very well, human. I shall advise the course and we will begin immediately. The records show that the trial of Sunry versus the Otto City Authority has commenced. Presiding are judges Shelkar, Yosa, Hail Shakan, Kota, and Dula. The trial is to determine the culpability of Sunry in the death of the Sith Alasa. Presenting Sunry in his defense as a member of the Jedi Order. Do you have any opening statements? I have no comments at this time.
It is an honor to see justice served. And I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
Do not be too overzealous in pressing your commission, Sith. First matter of business is the presentation of a sworn testimony by the proprietor, Ignis, of the hotel where the murder occurred. What is the testimony you wish to give us?
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Know your place, Sith. This is important evidence. The court will keep this in mind near the top of the list of pertinent facts. We will now begin by calling forth the witnesses to the crime and taking their testimony. After each witness has given their testimony and you have cross-examined them, you may ask the presiding judges for their opinions on the current state of the case. This is a special privilege given by Manon law only to the defendant, so use it wisely. First witness is Ferrith. Prosecution will question the witness first.
You are Ferrith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony.
Do not undermine the witness. Objection sustained. Ask the witness your questions and do it promptly.
Of course, Your Honor. Ferrith Me, what did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
Very pertinent point, prosecutor. It is now the defense's turn to cross-examine the witness. Oops. Did you actually see the murder happen?
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there.
Your point is well taken, Arbiter. Do you have any additional questions? I have no additional questions. Very well. Would you like to use this opportunity to call the judges? Yes. Not enough. I am unsure. Cannot make a decision. Do not have enough. Cannot tell you yet. Defense has no further questions. We will call out the second witness, Rodian Blupor. Prosecution may question the witness.
Blupor the Rodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Yes, Blupor sees Sunry running down hallway and went before looking room. Fifth woman dead on floor.
This is clear then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Perhaps, Sith, perhaps. It is the turn of the defense to question the witness now. Did you plant the metal on Alasa?
Glupor. Don't do it, Glupor.
The prosecution will be silent. What is it you wish to say, Glupor? Glupor paid by Sith to plant that metal.
Lies! Slander! I object!
Are you certain of this, Glupor?
Glupor wonky.
This new evidence puts the entire case in a new light. You wish to ask the witness anything else? Did you see Sunry kill Alasa? Glupor not see Sunry really hurt Sith, but Glupor did see Sunry leaving room dead Sith. But Glupor not see him really kill Sith. Important distinction, Arbiter. Do you wish to ask the witness anything else? I have no additional questions. Like, yes. That's it. Here. I cannot tell.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes. I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and killed Ilasa.
Supposition for now, prosecutor. Does the defense have any questions for the witness? Was it true your husband was having an affair with Ilasa?
Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that Sith harlot.
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
Be silent. You have already questioned the witness, prosecutor.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked the night before and he'd promised. But now things have become so very complicated.
There's very enlightening evidence. It will influence our deliberation considerably. Do you have any more questions, Arbiter? Sunry was a Republic war hero, wasn't he?
Yes. He fought against the Sith in the last war. He fought bravely, and was even awarded the Hero's Cross. I don't know how much that means to the Sith, or to your Selkath, your honors. But in the Republic, it is awarded only to the bravest, most valorous, most honorable men. The kind of man who earns that medal would not kill someone in cold blood.
Your husband earned the medal because he excelled at killing Sith. It relates directly. Not let personal opinions sway your judgment of the law. Do you have any more questions, Arbiter? I have no additional questions. Well, actually, yes.
He was a good man, but his injuries pained him terribly. But he always held on, always persevered. I don't think he could have beaten her or anything like that. But a blaster? I just don't know.
Henry seems fully capable to me. It seems unlikely that he would choose to do such a thing. Do you have any more questions, Arbiter? No additional questions. Would you like to use this opportunity to hold the judges? Why, yes. I think that Sunry perhaps could have been the culprit. Henry is pretty capable of committing this crime. It seems to me that evidence is weighed against Sunry. Just do not have enough information. Cannot tell yet.
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, your honors.
Very well.
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Alasa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Alasa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Do not interrupt the accused. In fact, I think you've said quite enough already, prosecutor. Do you have any questions to ask the accused, Arbiter? Alasa was a Sith spy, wasn't she?
Of course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith woman get with an old cripple like me?
You are not helping yourself, Sunry. You only give reason why you might kill her. He merely states facts. The incompetence of the murderer indicates that her occupation was not the motive for the killing. The fact remains, Alasa was a Sith, and likely a spy as well. Is there anything else you wish to ask the accused? How could Alasa have gotten a hold of your medal?
I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible the Sith had stolen it and had it planted on the body.
Supposition, Your Honors?
True, but it does have merit and deserves consideration. Is there anything else you wish to ask the accused? You were going to end the affair. Would the Sith object?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she'd turn against them or something like that.
The Sith Empire is not the barbaric institution you portray it to be.
You silent prosecutor. This is a valuable point. That lends some credence to your defense, Arbiter. Is there anything else you would ask? I have no additional questions. Of course I would like to pull them. Nope. Unsure. Evidence weighed against sundry. Do not have enough information. Cannot tell yet. Witnesses have been called forward and questioned by both prosecution and defense. The prosecution will now present, in closing, its summary of the pertinent facts of this case.
I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Elasa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith, was to simply kill her. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion.
Indeed, in your closing statements, Arbiter? One, no one actually witnessed the murder. True.
Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was there, running from the...
If you speak out of turn again, you will forcibly ejected from the court. The Arbiter speaks a valid fact. There, another point you would make. Sunry was ending the affair, so the Sith killed her.
The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer clutched in her hand.
Your time for arguments is past, and you would do well to remember that. The Arbiter's argument does bring up a valid point. Is there anything else you would state? Alasa was a spy, and the Sith are framing Sunry. I find that highly unlikely, Arbiter. The Sith have no need of such deception. Facts speak clear. But the Sith have been known for violence, deception, and murder before. That is also true. Is there another point you would make? My arguments are complete. The court will now deliberate amongst themselves. For hereby find Sunry guilty of the murder of Sith Alasa. According to the Selkath law, the prescribed punishment for murder is death.
Sunry, no.
Due to the extenuating circumstances surrounding this case, and to not provoke additional tension between the Sith and Republic elements within Ahto City, sentence is commuted to a life term in the Ahto City prison.
No, Your Honors! I demand the death penalty!
You are in no position to argue, Sith. Do not think that your empire can pressure this court. We have made our decision. The verdict has been delivered, and this trial is now over.
I don't believe this. I mean, Sunry should be remembered as a hero, not as a murderer. That isn't right.
Remove the guilty party from this courtroom.
Son.
I mean, I wasn't going to give him the tape, but... Guilty. So like at the present time, they have decided to waive the death penalty and sentence him to life imprisonment. Justice has been served, after a fashion. Justice, of course, has been completed. You have fulfilled.
Got something on.
What do you think of Sunry's verdict?
You defended him well enough. I wish we had time to look into matters more fully. But wishing is only useful for the young and idealistic. What's done is done. The Republic will likely appeal the matter eventually, and he'll be free. I just would like to know if that's best. Sunry was a good man once. And a good friend. I'll miss him. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches.
Okay, I'm gonna end the recording there. Thanks for watching.